Good morning. The organizers of the conference, everybody actually who put his or her own effort for these 3 days to happen, I want to salute you. Everybody who is here, I want to say thank you for attending this conference. I want to say all protocols observed. Good morning again. Why do I thank the organizers? The reason is, as human beings, we relate with nature. And you know, if you have a seed and you go to your garden and plant that seed, when the seed actually starts to grow, the first section actually to grow is the seed actually grows downwards, not upwards. And if you don't believe that, when you leave the conference today, get a seed, plant in your garden, wait for 7 days, and check which side actually first grows. It grows first down. Why? Because the heart actually is very hard. It uses a lot of energy to go in and in and in. And it takes 7 days. But after 7 days, actually, it starts to grow up. And it will be easy to grow up. Because when the seed is actually above the heart, above the crown, it goes very fast up because it chases the sun. What's the meaning of the story? The meaning of the story is that anything regarded as success is not actually easy to come. But there is those people who are working behind the scenes for something to happen. What I am trying to say is this. You can get a seed of a tree and plant, but you cannot see what's inside the crown, because that's what holds the tree. And that's the first time that the tree has grown out. So it means a lot has happened inside the heart before it comes out. It means a lot has happened for the last 3 months for the organization of this conference, before the last 2 days and today. That's why I'm saying thank you to the organizers. Thank you to the everybody who contributed to this conference. I am here because this conference actually represents love, peace, right conduct, truth, and non-violence. I am here because we are actually discussing about the equalizer of life. All of us, we are not equal. In height, in our bodies, in everything in this world, we are not equal. If I show you my fingers, all these fingers are not equal, right? They are not equal. But if I fold my fingers like this, they are equal, right? We are not equal and our fingers are not equal. But if I fold, you see, they are equal. What makes us in this world to be equal is education. Education is the equalizer of all the human beings. Education is the equalizer of life. And that's why the organization actually is stressing purely on spreading education in this world, especially in Africa and those nations actually which are third world countries. To bring our thoughts together to bring our equality together is through education. Have you ever asked yourself, if all of us were equal, if there were no religion, if there were no colors, if there were no big or small, the world will look beautiful. Respect could be there more. But because we are in this world, and the law of nature cannot allow all of us to think together, and the only way for all of us to think together is through education. And that's the equalizer in this world. I want to say again, once again, thank you for the organizer. Thank you for this conference. Thank you for the organization for considering education in their menu for the whole of their lives. When we say love, peace, right conduct, truth, and nonviolence, I want to give you a story that for all of us to prosper, for all of us to actually make our lives better, we need to be non-violent. I want to give you a story. Long time ago, there was a man who actually causes trouble. And because of that trouble, he was put in prison. He had only one son. One day, the brother decided to take the son to see his father in prison. And the father actually came into reception of the prison, talked to the son, the 10-year-old son, told the son, my life is over, but yours has just begun. Please, run away from trouble if you can. He asked the son, I think you are old enough to understand. It's a song. 10 years down the line, and immediately when the boy actually got out of went home, his father passed away. And that was the end of the life of his father. But the boy, the words of his father actually was playing in his mind. 10 years down the line, a lot happened in the life of the boy. One day, he met a lot of boys who actually wanted to beat him. But he got back and go to the fireplace and saw the picture of his father and remembered the words, son, don't do what I have done. Run away from trouble if you can. Again, you don't need to fight to show that you are a man. He told the son, when you are being slapped on one side of the cheek, you can keep the other side. It doesn't show that you are weak. You don't need to fight to show that you are a man. And told the son, promise me. The son actually remembers the song and the wise words from his father. And the boy says, Father, I promise you that I will get out of trouble if I can. And I will never fight to show that I am a man. If all of us actually want to prosper, if all of us want to make peace, if you can, let us run away from trouble. and we will continue. For the students who are here, those who are sponsored by the organization, please remember 5 things. One is to be self-disciplined, and that's what actually brings you back to the right space in your life. Remember to be focused in what you are doing. And remember actually to know the day you are born and the day you exist. They are saying there are only 2 important dates in life. The day you are born and the day you realize you exist. Those are 2 important dates. To all of us, you cannot change 2 things in life. The place you are born and your parents. So respect your parents. It's a policy. It's a policy to respect your parents. That's what's needed in life. For the students, actually, if you are a student in this conference, you should compete with yourself. For all of us, let us compete with ourselves. Love God and pray in the morning and in the evening. Don't miss it. Set your priorities right. Never complain at all. That's the sign of indiscipline. Talk freely with your colleagues, with your parents, and everybody. Make discipline your lifestyle. And say no to misdeeds. Say no to wrongdoings. This world belongs to all of us. And we need to fight for the good world. That's why you need to say no to anything actually which is wrong. Let us actually say no. And let us not fear to say that no. For everybody, in life, we need to be confident. What makes us confident? Everybody knows what an umbrella is. If you have an umbrella and it's raining, that umbrella can shield you from rain, but it cannot stop the rain. And that's confidence. It can shield you from the sun, but it cannot keep away the sun from shining. And that's confidence. So all of us, let us be confident on what we are doing. Let us be confident on our thoughts. Let us be actually present on where we are all the time. And that's what will make us actually prosper in life. Another thing is that let us all be kind. Not because those people are kind, but because we love kindness and we are kind ourselves. So kindness is the right value of any human being. Let us not judge. You know, they say thinking is really hard. That's why people judge. So let us think. Let us not judge. And we will go far. I want to tell you a story of, this organization actually is paying school fees to students to the tune of 2,000. It helps community, cleaning community by doing conservation. They organize medical camps. They make sure that in future we have a good life. Long time ago, there was a woman who used to fetch water from the river with 2 cans. One is a beautiful can and steel. Secondly, is the can with a lot of holes. And one day, the woman has been using these cans for 10 good years. And the one with a lot of holes has been actually throwing away water and bringing half the can for the last 10 years. One day, that can with holes decided to apologize to the old woman and says, "Hey, ma'am, I want to apologize. I have been letting you down for the last 10 years by bringing a quarter of the can for the last 10 years, just imagine." But the old woman told the can, "Hey, you don't need to apologize. Just turn yourself and see your back. From my house to the river, it's green. The flowers are beautiful. And it's you that you are watering every day because you are throwing away water. Without you, these flowers could not be there. So don't apologize." What's the moral of the story? The moral of the story is this one. The organization has been doing conservation. They have been organizing medical camps. They are building schools. They are paying school fees for the students. Don't regret. Those things you are doing are the flowers. If you look back, you will smile. For the students, for another thing is that in life, we have dreams. But dreams actually should be put in paper. The funny thing is that if you don't put in paper what you are dreaming, it cannot become reality. And they say this. When I was seeing the video, actually, and the singers were singing, they are saying in life, you see many children being born. And you are seeing many people dying. And all of us will die. But let us not go into the grave with a lot of ideas. They say when you will be in your deathbed, with the ideas you have never actually put in paper, it will come as ghosts. They will start to actually hammer you that you had this idea and you did not put it down. You did not spread it. You did not do it. You did not actually explain to someone. You will regret that I need more years to do this, but no time. But the beauty is that when you go with all your costs, which are the ideas. You die with it and they will be in the grave. So let us not die with it. If you have time, because time is there if you create it. Let us put all the ideas into the space, share it, make it a reality, and you will enjoy it. Lastly is that, from the students, from the youngest person here to the oldest in the room. We have 3 stages here in this room today. How many people are 20 years? 20 to 30 years? 15 to 30? You are there? You are there? If you are there, see the face of your friend. That face is the face which God gave you. You have no other face. Right? If you are 40 to 55, see the face of your friend. That's the face the life struggles has given you. And lastly, with your humble, I want to tell everybody who is above 60 to stand. Just stand. Ask that. If you are above 60, just stand. If you are approaching 60, even 58, just stand. Everybody who is sitting down, do you see these people? See their faces. These are the right people. Their faces shows what they have earned in life. Those faces shows what they have earned in life. The first phase which God gave them is no longer there. The second phase which the life struggles gave them is no longer there. This is the phase that they have earned by themselves. You can clap yourself. You have earned the good phase. Thank you very much. You can sit. So for those few remarks, I want to say, let us again love education. Thank you very much.